5 proven lead gen strategies that will work in 2024 for fitness and health coaches. Number 1 is to create a hit list. You want to create a hit list, also known as a prospect or a dead list. This is a group of people that you gather onto one sheet where you're going to send them a very specific message. Now, let me give you some examples of where you can find these people. The first place is where people have booked calls but have not showed up. You want to be nurturing those people. Second place is the people that have booked calls but for whatever reason didn't buy, whatever objection they may have had. You also want to go back to those people. The next place is where you have created what's known as a 2-step post. This is a 5-guys strategy post, a mission post, a comment for value, or any other form of lead magnet where somebody has raised their hand and said, yes, I want access to this thing. You want to create a list of all of those people to go back to. The next place is for all the people that have answered the 3 questions, the 3 entry questions as they enter your free group or community on Facebook. This is going to give you data where you can then go back to those people and talk about that very specific subject that they chose. The next place is your email list. If you've been building an email list, you also want to be going back to all of those people too. And then the last place is going to be your SMS or text messaging list. If you've been collecting phone numbers, you want to be going back to all of those people. So now you collate all of this information onto a sheet. So you now have a list of names and a list of places where you have so many phone numbers, so many emails, so many social media profiles, so many people inside groups and so on. From there, you're then going to send a very specific message. Now the message is going to be generalized because you're sending to a group. Everybody might have slightly different issues and aspirations and problems and solutions that they're looking for. So we're going to send a very generalized message. And that message is going to be something along the lines of, hey name, are you still interested in X? So an example of that would be if you're a fitness or health coach. You're going to say this, hey Rob, are you still interested in getting in shape? I've got something here for you that I think could be a no-brainer. Let me know, Rob. Or you could just keep it really simple and just say, hey Rob, are you still interested in getting in shape? Question mark, Rob. You then send that. You're going to get a whole bunch of people that are going to reply back to you. Once they reply back, you're then going to reply through the same medium that they replied, and you're going to say something to the effect of. Okay, fantastic. So what I would suggest we do here is let's catch up for a quick 10-minute chat, and I can run through what it involves. What day and time would suit you best? And then what you're going to do is you're going to book this person onto your calendar. You're going to triage their symptoms. You're going to diagnose their symptoms, and then you're going to prescribe based on those symptoms. And then from there, they're going to join your coaching program. So number 1 is a hit list. The second thing that you want to do is IG and Facebook stories. So if you're not creating polls right now on IG and Facebook stories, you're really missing a trick. And here's how you do it. There's a 3-step process. So number 1, you're going to create a very easy poll. And that easy poll is a question that's ridiculously simple to answer. So an example for fitness and health coaches could be, when was the last time you were in the best shape of your life? And the poll could be 2 options. Less than 5 years ago, more than 5 years ago. You then let them vote because we can't help but give our opinion, right? We can't help but vote on this poll. They then vote on it. So you now have a collection of people who are now prospects that are essentially saying that they're not in shape and they would like to be. So you can then get back to those people inside the DMs. Second story that you want to do is then a client testimonial, a short testimonial, whether it is something that they've said, whether it's a transformational result, a visual result. So this is my client Mindy who achieved exactly that by doing this formula. So the very thing that you spoke about, getting in the best shape of their life, and then here's Mindy who's then got in the best shape of her life. And then on the third story, you then want to have a very clear call to action, which is related to the thing that we've just been talking about. I'm looking for my next 5 ladies, my next 5 men, my next 5 whatever, who want to. Is this you? Poll, yes, no. Send me details soon. You want to give 2 directions. So then all the people that are voting on these polls are now leads. The next place that you can place a poll, the third place that you can place a poll, is inside of your group. So if you have a free group or a free community right now, then you can start adding polls inside your group. So you could say, if we could wave a magic wand, how much weight would you like to lose? Less than £5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 plus. And then what's going to happen is people are going to vote in the poll because it's just simply one click. And then what they've done is they've told you that they want to lose weight, which is crazy, right? Such an easy lead. So you then go back to these people inside the messenger and share you're friends with them. And you say, hey, Sarah, thanks for voting on my poll today inside the community. I noticed that you said you'd love to lose between 10 to 15 pounds. Send. I'm curious, how long has this been an issue for? And then you just move in to your triage script, get them booked onto a call, listen to their symptoms, diagnose their symptoms, prescribe for the diagnosis, and then there you go, you have a client. The next way is to run any form of paid advertising, typically through Facebook or Instagram, where you're going to be running this towards an event. Now, these events are something along the lines of a workshop, a masterclass, or a challenge. So when you're running something, especially if it's free, or it's low ticket, low cost, and you're directing people towards this where they can claim access to the thing that they want, then what's going to happen is they're going to be directed through to that event. You're now collecting all of this information. We use something called Clientology, and you'll find a link to Clientology in the comments below. And what this does is it's a CRM system that directs all of these leads straight into a funnel and then straight into our Clientology account that's linked with our social media channels so that we can get back to these people easily. The next thing that you can do is you can also run another form of Facebook paid advertising, but this time you're running towards your group. Now, at the time of doing this video, Facebook doesn't allow us to run ads directly to a Facebook group. But what you can do is you can give away some form of irresistible lead magnet. This is something, a piece of the puzzle that your audience are just dying to get their hands on. So if you take my market, helping fitness and health coaches, the main thing that fitness and health coaches are looking for typically is lead generation, better lead gen strategies. So the main focus for me would be on lead generation strategies. For your audience, it may be something different. It may be the foods that they're eating to avoid the diets. It may be express workouts instead of being at the gym for hours. You want to create an irresistible lead magnet, whether it's in the form of a PDF, a cheat sheet, a video training, or anything in between. You then host that on a very simple funnel. Again, you can use Clientology for this. You get 14 days free access. And then what you do is you then push people to that funnel and it redirects them to your group. They will then answer your 3 questions inside of your group. And then when they answer the 3 questions, it's a great prompt for you to go into DMs with them, have a conversation. Once again, triage, diagnose, prescribe, call booked, client made. Very simple, very straightforward. Strategies that are going to work for you in 2024. Feel free to use these strategies. Reach out if you have any questions on any of these strategies. You will find me on YouTube, you will find me on Facebook, and you will also find me on Instagram, Robert McVie. Until next time, stay healthy, and I'll see you around campus.